Good morning, guys. Welcome to school. So I posted a Google Classroom assignment for my classes, and some kids had a little bit of difficulty really understanding, the assignment. So I wanted to work it out with you because I think this concept is very, very important for everyone to understand, and this is kind of the topic that we're going to be talking about for the coming future. So let's go ahead and do this together. Let's knock it out together, establish that idea so that, we're really, really good, in the coming weeks. Okay, so the first question is, what is the slope of the blue line? So we know that, let me change color here. Let me use blue. We know that slope is going to be equal to rise over run, okay? And so with this one, first I'm going to rise from B, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So I rose 4, okay? And notice how it's positive because I went up, okay? And then how many did I go to the, right? It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I ran 8, okay? So if you plug this into your calculator, you're going to get something like this. M equals 1 over 2. So the slope of my blue line is going to be 1 over 2. Okay, pretty easy. Basically, we just found the slope. Okay, next. What is the slope of the green line? So let's change colors now. So, okay, from D, because we're going to start from always from the point that is at the left or on the left. So we're going to go down 1. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we went down 10. That means that my slope is going to be negative 10. Okay. And how many did we go to the right? So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that means it's 5. Okay. And if you plug this into your calculator, you're going to get negative 2 over 1. Okay. Important. Okay. Notice something though. Okay. Notice that the slope of this one is 1 over 2. And the slope of this one is negative 2 over 1. Okay, something funny happened. Okay, so let's keep going. Let's discover that together. What do you notice about the lines? Well, first of all, we know that parallel lines are lines that never touch. And also one more thing, they have the same slope. Okay, now these lines though are not parallel. They're obviously perpendicular, right? And they're perpendicular because they create a right angle, okay? And a right angle is an angle that you find in a square, that you find in a rectangle, that you find, the wall, the angle that the wall makes to the ground. So it's obviously an angle of 90 degrees, okay? So right angle is 90 degrees. So we know they're perpendicular. All right, let's do one more. Okay, so we know that the slope of the blue line was going to be 1 over 2. That's going to be the slope of the blue line. And the slope of the green line, we said slope was negative 2 over 1. Okay, so let's read the first option. What do you notice about the slopes of the lines? The slopes are reciprocals. The numerator and denominator flipped. Well, that's true. They flipped, but something else happened. The sign changed, right? Let's get rid of the second option because they're obviously not the same. And let's read the third. The slopes are negative reciprocals, which means the numerator and the denominator flipped and the sign changed. So, yes, they flipped and the sign changed, so that is what happened to the slopes. Okay? Alright, let's go to the next question. Which statement is correct? Alright, if the slopes are the same, the lines are perpendicular. This is not correct because we know that parallel lines, as I've said before, have the same slope. Okay? So that cannot be. If the slopes are negative reciprocals, the lines are perpendicular. So we know that the slope of the blue line was 1 over 2 and the slope of the green line was negative 2 over 1. So they're obviously the numerator and denominator flipped and the sign changed. So this seems to be pretty close, but let's keep reading. If the slopes are positive reciprocals, which means there's no sign change, basically numerator and denominator flipped, the lines are perpendicular. So this is not true. Okay, if the slopes are negative reciprocals, the lines are parallel. That cannot be because they have to be the same slope to be parallel. So the only option is this one right here. Okay, now that's what we're going to have to be doing from now on, right? We have to understand the idea that if the lines are perpendicular, that means their slopes flipped and a sign changed in one of them. Okay, so I hope that this video was helpful. Please watch it and get 100. All you have to do is just watch the video.